People really like this haircut. It's not that out there. Do I miss it? Yeah. If I wasn't filming, I would have a mullet. Makes me feel safe. Hello, I'm Jacob Elordi, and Esquire has asked me to explain a few things about my life and career. Let's dive in, shall we? I don't think I learnt much from the character, but the experience, they were the first movies I ever made. Before that, I just had watched movies. So I think I learned a lot about patience. It's been a whirlwind since then. I've edited the way I speak so much in the last 5 years. I think Americans especially think we walk around going like, oh, I'm gonna go to the dunny and do a thunderbox. Like, I don't, this like completely irrelevant ochre Australian slang, but I don't really know anyone that speaks like that, maybe except my uncles. When I was younger, I was infatuated by him. I got given a Walkman, like a disc player, and Mockingbird was on there, and I think I just like skipped that track back over and over and over, and then tried to buy all the clothes that he had, tried to talk like him, wanted so bad to be him. And I dreamt of like playing him in a biopic, which is just an impossibility. I'll get written up for this. It's so enjoyable. Playing Nate is so much fun. Like, yeah, it's demanding and intense. That's what keeps me interested in this job, because I'll never be like that in my real life. So if I can play those emotions and that kind of person and completely shed myself, it's just like a treat, There is like a process when you leave as well, but I have a pretty clear-cut change from being at home and being at work. I watched Bachelor in Paradise. I love that show. And it just completely, everything goes away when I watch that. I didn't get to meet Olivia Newton-John. I'm pretty sure she was like my dad's crush back in the day. I wish I'd gotten to work with her. But I did work with Paul, which is, one for the memory book. He's a real character. SJP. She looks so good in this show. Well, I went to this fashion show. It was one of the first ones I went to, and they gave me this bag. I haven't lost my wallet since I got that bag. When I leave the house, I have to have like a notepad, a book, a camera, a juice. I try to take my whole house with me whenever I leave, and what happens is I always lose my favorite things. It's changed my life. Working with Ben was like a literal dream come true. Having the opportunity to just sit in a room with him was incredible. Good Will Hunting is one of those first movies that you come to and you realize this is doing something a little different. When you realize they wrote it in their early 20s and won a Best Screenwriting Oscar, they're like actual gods. To me anyway. I hope by the end of my career I work with, almost every actor that there is. I'd love to work with Mark Ruffalo. That would be incredible. He's giving every single part of himself, and I'd love to just sit across from that and see how that would like affect you and make me feel. Yeah, well, my sister Isabella she's the first artist that I ever got to meet. She was a ballet dancer, and she was the most dedicated person to a craft that I've ever met in my entire life. And then for her to be shooting a magazine of me as an actor, her art with my art, it felt so great. She's like a perfect person. It's so frustrating. Thank you very much for taking the time and listening to me. Cheers.